RHS Pre-Calculus presents stranded plus bored equals polynomial functions. Do you remember the last time you were stranded on an island with nothing to do? Well, here's a solution to your wasted time. Be like Sam, who spent his time teaching Bobo, the monkey, how to graph polynomial functions. Sam learned through his pre-calculus class that graphing polynomial functions is easy once you know the steps. First, Bobo needs an example. Let's take x cubed minus 9x.
Start by applying the leading coefficient test. Find the leading exponent. In this case, it is x to the third. If this is an odd number, like 3, the graph will rise to one side and fall to the other. If it had been an even number, such as 2, both ends of the graph would have either risen or fallen. Next, take the coefficient of the leading exponent and determine if it is positive or negative. In our example problem, the coefficient is positive 1. This means the graph will rise to the right and fall to the left. If it had been a negative coefficient, such as negative 1, the graph would have risen to the left and fallen to the right. So now we know that our graph will look something like this.
The next step to being able to graph this function is to find the zeros of the function. You must first see if you're able to factor the function. In this case, an x can be factored out. The new function looks like this: x times x squared minus 9. Factoring it further gives you x times x plus 3 times x minus 3. To find the zeros, set each one equal to 0. X equals 0, x plus 3 equals 0, and x minus 3 equals 0. Solving for x gives you x equals 0, x equals negative 3, and x equals positive 3. These are the x-intercepts, and we'll plot them in a bit.
The third step to graphing polynomial functions is to find random points that you can plot to form your graph. Make an xy chart and use the points x equals negative 2, x equals negative 1, x equals 1, and x equals 2, as these are core points for the graph. Now you can finally start to plot the points on your graph. Start with the x-intercepts we found in step 2, and then plot the points from your xy chart.
Connect the points with a line, and you will find that your graph really does, in fact, rise to the right and fall to the left, just as the leading coefficient test told you. Here's the final graph.
Now Bobo has mastered the ability to graph polynomial functions, and it appears that a boat is finally coming to the island to rescue Sam.